ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew. Welcome to another episode of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I'm your host, the only host, Manager Marty. Glad to see everybody here. Come on in, have a seat. We're going to talk about Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. It's fight week. Got some things I want to talk about regarding this fight. What's going on behind the scenes? We're going to talk about it.
What I focus on doing with him is continually building his skill set. Chin down a little bit more, tuck that chin a little bit more. Working with them on how to be more intelligent in the ring, opposed to only depending upon your natural athleticism.
I've always been more of a just natural instinct type of dude.
There we go.
But Derek has really taught me the intricacies of just technicality.
I work him on specific things, not until he gets it right, but until he can't get it wrong. You do it so many times over and over and over, repetitiously, that you cannot get it wrong even if you try. So that's, for me, is to drill over and over and over. April 20th, what I believe Ryan has to do is, first of all, be the best version of himself. Secondly, I believe that you can't let Devin be Devin. He has to let Devin Haney be somebody who knows somebody named Devin Haney. Keep him inside of a box so everything is in control.
That was from the episode 40 Days, episode number 3, that was just published, I believe, Saturday or yesterday. I wanted to play a little bit about what was said between Derek James, the trainer of Ryan Garcia. Also, he was the trainer of Errol Spence Jr. from the very, very beginning. He said some very interesting things. I want to touch on that. I want to touch on what he said. I want to touch on what Ryan Garcia said. Then I'm going to go and talk about Devin Haney, what's going on in his camp. We're going to talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk today. This is fight week. Early on in the week, we're going to set it up the right way, talk about the fight, talk about what's going on. According to the shows and episodes of 40 Days that we've seen thus far, some of the things that were said by both fighters in the media, social media, I want to build on this because hopefully this fight does good numbers. You know, we shall see.
Better now because of him.
Inside of a box so everything is in control.
I'm better now because of him. Devin, he's going to find out in the ring. This is a fight.
If a riot starts in the ring, it does. But he's going to get it some way, somehow. Nico holds that.
That's Ryan Garcia. I want to check something out real quick. Come on in. Welcome to my new audience. Come on in. Welcome. We're going to talk about some boxing today. As always, y'all know how we do. I want to check something out because you probably didn't hear nobody else speak on this on YouTube. And I've been speaking on this for weeks now about the undercard in this fight. Remember, I kept talking about that. Some of you that's here, y'all remember. I just wanted to know who's going to be fighting on the undercard. Because remember, I told you all, one of the things that promoters and matchmakers do by design, especially when you have two main event fighters like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, fighting outside of their natural elements, here on the East Coast in particular, is to get notable fighters from that coast or from that city or from that region to be able to help sell tickets, bring entertainment value, and I'm still waiting to see what the undercard is going to look like. I've been conducting extensive research, and I even made a few phone calls as well. And I still don't know who's on the undercard. Because if you come into Brooklyn, New York as a Devin Haney, who's from the West Coast, if you're coming to Brooklyn, New York as a Ryan Garcia, who's also from the West Coast, in order for this fight to sell, I'm not just talking about on pay-per-view, I'm talking about live gate as well. I'm talking about notoriety. I'm talking about an opportunity to galvanize casual fans, to make an appeal to them to purchase this fight, whether it be in person, live, or on the zone through pay-per-view. I mean, you have to have a good undercard. Remember, I done told you all when I first got on YouTube, I've said it time and time again to the new audience. I'm gonna break something down to you real quick before I do my acknowledgments. Boxing promotion. You've never heard this nowhere else, so I'm glad that you're here. Boxing promotion is designed like I compare it to going out to eat at a restaurant. You know, when you go out to eat at a restaurant, right? You have your bread and water, you have your appetizer, then you have the entree. Well, that's how boxing events are built up. You have your 4-round and your 6-round fights, right? Those are the preliminary fights. That's your bread and water. You might have your 8-round fights, your 10-round fights, appetizer. Then you have the entree, which is the 12 rounds. Could be a co-main event with it. Sometimes it's just one fight that's 12 rounds. Bottom line is, that's the structure. That's the way I try to break it down to make it easier for you all, the audience, to understand how it works. So my point in saying all of that is, if your undercard don't have some good bread and fresh water, if your undercard don't have good appetizers, and you have people that come to these boxing events early. Now, some people, they do come to the boxing event as soon as the co-main event is about to start. But most people come early enough where they can enjoy the festivities and, of course, get that bread and water, get the appetizer that will prepare them for the entree. Okay? And so it's all about building up with the entertainment. So my point is, if there's not a solid undercard, especially in Brooklyn, New York now, especially at the Barclays Center, it's not a good undercard, this fight, as far as sales, is not going to do good. See, the undercard helps. It's not just the main event alone. All of this is a part of the justification of charging $60, $70-something, $80-something, $90-something, almost $100. It's not just the main event now, because the fighters that are competing on the undercards, they have to get paid too. In fact, there's a budget that's created by the promoter to pay them. And the promoter has to recoup his or her initial investment and then hopefully make a profit. So it's all about galvanizing all of the fans to come out and support a boxing event. So if this undercard is not put together in a way that galvanizes the casual boxing fans to buy into what we're selling, this card and even the main event's not going to do so well. I'm just saying that's how it works. See, you come over here to get the business side of boxing. This is what's lacking on YouTube. This is why I created a lane for it. And I'm glad that you all that accept me have accepted me and supported me throughout my journey here on YouTube. Because I want to give background so that all of us can be on the same page when fights happen and when fights do not happen, and what happens behind the scenes in real life. Not people saying this is what's going on behind the scenes, having conducted not one transaction in the business. But they're YouTube channels, so people will listen to them. So I'm glad that you all take time to invest in listening to me and finding me credible as I stand on integrity and having the genuine heart to be able to do what? Produce content by providing you education. And I have to entertain you too. And so I just wanted to bring that up because I know some people are so, enticed to talk about pay-per-view buys and live gate, stuff they really don't have any understanding of. And on top of all of that, I have to include this because this is as equally as important. When you have professional boxers who's locked into guaranteed contracts, most likely they're not going to see the residuals of the pay-per-view buys anyway. So what's the point of talking about it when we're talking about fighters who's locked into guaranteed contract? They're not going to receive none of the benefit of getting more than what their purse through their contractual obligation allow. You see my point? So that's all I'm saying. Salute Andre Noble, member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. Salute 2 Cents Boxing, another member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. Appreciate you all being here, and everybody else that's acknowledging me in the chat. I salute to you as well. And someone's in the chat telling you all to please, let's get the likes up. Come on. Let's make the likes congruent with the viewership. Now, if you don't know how to click the like button, I was told, I think this was last week, all you have to do, there's 3 buttons in the right-hand corner of your screen. Tap on it, and I think it'll give you an option to like. All right? Appreciate it. Someone asked me how they can donate. You can send a super chat. You don't see a dot. You don't see, oh, Z. You don't see a dollar sign? Well, you know how YouTube do me. You know how they do me sometimes. Hey, it's all good. Hold on 1 second. See something real quick. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why you don't see a dollar sign in the chat. I'm not sure. Usually dollar sign right there next to the chat button. What happened? Somebody said something crazy? Already, we just got on? They talking crazy already, Supreme? What they talking about, man? My Cash App is $ Manager Marty. MANAGER MARTY for the person in the chat that just asked me that. Okay? And I appreciate all the support through the Cash Apps and the Super Chats that we're going to get very, very soon on this channel. Appreciate it. Right in advance. And of course, I'm going to acknowledge you when you do it in live time. But I wanted to play back something that Derek James recently said in the episode of 40 Days. He had said something I thought was very intriguing. He said a couple of things. I want to play some of it back real quick. I think this was published either Saturday or yesterday.
I focus on doing with him is continually building his skill set. Chin down a little bit more, tuck that chin a little bit more. Working with them on how to be more intelligent in the ring, opposed to only depending upon your natural athleticism.
I've always been more of a just natural instinct type of thing.
There we go.
But Derek has really taught me the intricacies of just technicality.
I work him on specific things, not until he gets it right, but until he can't get it wrong. You do it so many times over and over and over, repetitiously, that you cannot get it wrong even if you try. So that's, for me, is to drill over and over and over. April 20th, what I believe Ryan has to do is, first of all, be the best version of himself. Secondly, I believe that you can't let Devin be Devin. You have to let Devin Haney be somebody who knows somebody named Devin Haney. Keep him inside of a box so everything is in control.
I'm better now because of him. Devin, he's gonna find out in the ring. This is a fight.
If a riot starts in the ring, it does.
All right, I've heard enough. Derek James said something that was interesting to me. I want to play just a second of it.
Approaching their second fight together, those enhancements must continue to pay dividends.
What I focus on doing with him is continually building his skill set. Chin down a little bit more.
All right, that's one of the things right there. I'm not going to go through this whole episode. I just want y'all to know I'm not going through the whole episode. If you just got here, welcome. Come on in. If you just got here, come on in. I just wanted to play just a few pieces. I'm not running through the whole episode. All right. Thank you. Support and salute to you, my guy, Andre Noble. Thank you. Yeah. I've been working with the amateurs for many years now, Andre. Appreciate it, brother. Amateur boxers. Some of y'all see that in the chat. Did y'all hear what Derek James just told Ryan Garcia? I'm gonna rewind it 10 seconds. I just want y'all to hear it.
Is continually building his skill set. Chin down a little bit more.
He said, chin down a little bit more. And that sounds like it's really, really great instructions. In fact, it is great instructions. I got a question on that, though. Why does he have to say chin down a little bit more over a week out of the fight? I have some concerns about that. That's just me. I have some, that's just me. I have some concerns about that. In other words is, I'm expecting we tie up the loose ends within the week and a half of the fight. If the trainer has to tell a fighter, keep your chin down. In other words, is your head is up too high. Your chin is up too high. That tells me right there that this is a very, very serious weakness. Because we saw Ryan Garcia's chin high in the fight with Tank Davis last January. Okay? That cannot be one of the weaknesses that get exposed this Saturday evening fighting a guy like Devin Haney, who does a tremendous job with catching and shooting. Watch how Devin Haney catch and shoot. He does a really good job. He does a good job with catch and shoot. That's not a guy that you want to keep your chin up in the air. No fighter should keep their chin in the air too long or too much. Let me just be clear on that. But I'm specifically talking about Ryan Garcia because these are one of the weaknesses that we've seen him display in previous fights, even before he even got with Derek James. Salute to my guy, Andre Smith. He's a member of the channel, and he's also a supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. Now, Andre Smith, I was trying to wait until later to bring it up. But I'm going to make a reference of that. So stay right there. All of the audience, if you're in the chat, you know I'm gonna bring it up. You all seen the thumbnail, right? So you know what we're going to talk about. Real quick, we ain't gonna stay long on it. I feel like I haven't talked about it in a long time. We're gonna have to talk about it today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. And then I'm gonna have to talk about it again Sunday. So we got a whole week we just have to talk about the SNAC program. Yeah, we're not gonna talk, just hold on. Just hold on. Now, I wanna say something about the fact that I've heard Timothy Bradley, I've heard some other fighters, former fighters. I've heard some other people say that Ryan Garcia, I just seen somebody in the chat that triggered a memory, that Ryan Garcia is not a true fighter. And I have to debunk that myth. Ryan Garcia is a professional boxer and he deserves credit as a professional boxer. I know people are looking at the fact that he has millions and millions upon millions of followers on social media. So that they equate that. Some people, not all people, but some people equate the amount of followers that Ryan Garcia have to the fact that he's not a fighter. They equate that with he's not really a fighter. He's just a social media darling who's a fighter. He's a social media darling who has boxing skills. But that's not the case. Ryan Garcia been in boxing way before he was a social media darling. So we cannot discredit him and say that he's not a fighter, he's not a real boxer. No. Jake Paul and his brother Logan Paul, they came from social media first, and then they got involved with boxing. That's not the case with Ryan Garcia. So I don't want people to start diminishing the skill set and the accomplishments of Ryan Garcia. The bottom line is Ryan Garcia is a professional boxer who's competing at the highest level. There's no question about it. The young man been in the business for some years now, and he's been in boxing almost 20 years of his life. So think about that. I know that most people don't count the amateurs as being a part of the experience because there is a different type of experience when you are a professional. But at the same time, you have to include all of that in the equation. Want to know why? Because he's getting hit. Not just in the amateurs, but in sparring. And then getting hit in an actual real professional bout. Most boxing fans don't include that when we talk about experience. So Ryan Garcia is not a social media darling who became a boxer. He's a boxer that became a social media darling. He's a real fighter. Now, do I believe that his skill set and talent is on the same level as a Devin Haney? No, I do not. But that does not mean he's not a real fighter. He is a real fighter, and he should be credited as such. Want to know why? Because most people that criticize Ryan Garcia, most people never even got into a boxing fight, amateur or pro. So just wanted to put that in perspective. Now, with that being said, Devin Haney. I've been telling Devin Haney this his last 3 fights. The man won't listen to me. That young man, maybe he don't listen to this channel. I'd be surprised if his dad don't know who I am by now. But if any of you talk to Devin Haney, or if you talk to Bill, I'd love to have Bill Haney on here. Bottom line is I want to send Devin Haney a message. I've been saying it in his last 3 fights on YouTube. I'm going to have to say it again. Devin Haney, would you please help the promotion? May you please help bring suspense to this fight to galvanize the casual boxing fan to pay for this fight, either live, coming there in their flesh, or purchasing the pay-per-view. You know how you can do that, Devin Haney. He might not be listening, so I'm going to talk to you, the audience. You know how Devin Haney can do that? If he stops talking about the fact that Ryan Garcia is a C fighter. If you tell us what's going to happen at the end of the movie, we're not going to want to pay for it. I am not saying that people, and I'm not even including myself in this. When I say people, I mean just boxing fans in general. I am not saying that people don't want to hear it. People do want to hear trash talk. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start telling people, hey, he's a C fighter, he don't have this, he don't do this right, he does this wrong, he has this weakness, that weakness, he's not on my level, I'm going to whitewash him, I'm going to destroy him, I'm going to knock him out, this fight's going to end early. Some people will have the attitude in saying, well, if he's telling us all of this, and what we see with the eye test, he might have some valid points, I'm not buying this fight. I'm going to commit piracy, or I'm not going to watch it at all. You see my point? What you need to do, I said this before. If y'all were here with me months ago, Regis Prograis, I said it before. When Devin Haney was criticizing Regis, don't matter if it's true or not. We want the people to buy into the suspense that Devin Haney has a possibility of losing, even if we don't believe he does. That's the whole purpose of having good promotion. I told Devin Haney this on YouTube, I'm talking about, not personally to his face, but through YouTube, on his channel, on his podcast. When he kept saying Lomachenko's old, he's washed up, I said, Devin, don't do that. Because you know what's going to happen? When Devin beats the fighter that he's diminishing, he's not going to get the credit for it. And then people get mad and say, man, y'all hating on Devin Haney. Well, if people know that Ryan Garcia, let's just use him as an example, is not on the same level as Devin Haney, and they say it, no problem. But if the fighter himself is saying it, he's hurting the promotion. No, tell people that Ryan Garcia has a good left hook. He does this well, he does that well. That's why you're preparing for him. That's why you're staying dedicated. That's why you locked in. And that's why you're going to beat him. That's how you galvanize the casual boxing fan. We're not talking about the hardcore boxing. We're talking about galvanizing general public, the paying audience who are casuals who don't stop by every fight. You make people believe we don't know what's going to happen at the end of this movie. We don't know if Devin Haney's going to get knocked out. We don't know if Ryan Garcia is going to get knocked out. These guys are fighting and competing at the top level. Build some suspense to it. How y'all go from pushing each other face to face in front of security guards, galvanizing people to get hype, and then as time progressed through this promotion, the energy level and everything else start declining. See, you got to jump on the momentum while it was there. And so what I'm saying is, when you are fighting in this business, you don't always have to diminish your opponent. Even as a fighter, if you believe in your heart, this fighter is not on my level. Because when you beat them, the fighter that's not on your level, people are going to say you were supposed to beat him. Duh, he wasn't on your level anyway. Or duh, she wasn't on your level anyway. So make it suspenseful so that people can buy into the fight. That's all I'm saying. So we want to build the fighters up, and then in that ring, you knock them down. See, everybody want to do what Floyd Mayweather did. I'm going to give you a classic example. Because people try to compare what Devin did with Ryan Garcia by saying what he said, and what Devin did with Regis Prograis and saying what he said about, hey, these guys ain't on my level, they this and that. Well, yes, Floyd Mayweather did say he was going to destroy and demolish and annihilate Arturo Gatti in his backyard, right? But guess what? Arturo Gatti wasn't no fresh, hungry lion at the time he fought Floyd Mayweather, which I believe was, if not the best, one of the best performances of Floyd Mayweather. But you know what people going to say, right? Floyd said he was going to do that, but he was supposed to do that. Because Arturo Gatti was over the hill, and he's not on Floyd Mayweather's level, skill for skill. RIP, Gotti. So what I'm saying is everybody can't do that trying to be like Floyd Mayweather. Even if you believe that in your heart, you don't let the fans know it. You want the paying audience to believe that this guy has a shot. That's just good business. Now, some people in the chat, and I know people that's watching this going to call me hating, like you always do, but I didn't say anything wrong. Okay? Let's go back to Ryan Garcia. From what I've been seeing in these videos, and I'm talking about the one that I just played included, Ryan Garcia's training looks crappy to me. I don't want to disrespect him or Derek James, but y'all know me, I don't have no picks. We got to keep it real. I'm looking at the training of Ryan Garcia, and it's like a little bit basic for my liking. All this trash he been talking. I'm just saying I want to see his skill increase better than what I've been seeing. I want to see his skill improve better than what I've been seeing in the last couple of weeks. His training, I mean, I don't know if they just faking it for the camera or I don't think they are, but when I say faking it, let me be clear on that. I don't know if they're not trying to do a lot on camera, but all the videos I've looked at where Ryan Garcia is hitting the heavy bag, where Ryan Garcia is hitting the focus mitts, where Ryan Garcia is taking instruction from from Derek James. He's taking instruction from Derek James. That training look kind of weak to me. I mean, that's just me. I mean, his body looks very natural. Looks like he's cutting a little weight in the last month or two to get ready for this fight. I hope he's not in fat camp. Because when I look over across the room, y'all see what Devin Haney looked like, don't you? Y'all see what his body looked like a week before the fight, 2 weeks before the fight. Y'all know what his body looked like, right? That boy cut up like a, man, can I say dope on YouTube? Man, he cut up like a bag of dope. The SNAC program works, and we're going to get right into it. Speaking of SNAC, let me show y'all something real quick. Did y'all see this? Didn't any of y'all see this earlier? Y'all see that? Who that? Did y'all see that? Salute to my guy, Jay Sir, member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. Salute to you, Jay Sir. Did y'all see that? Yeah, y'all see that. Salute to my guy, Matthew Thomas, member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. What's up, Matt? No, you didn't miss too much of nothing, Matt. You didn't miss too much of anything, man. I was just talking about Ryan Garcia not looking good in training camp in my personal assessment. I think he, the way he hitting the heavy bag, the focus mitts, he don't look sharp to me. I was expecting him to look a little bit more sharper, especially on the focus mitts, especially hitting that heavy bag and using footwork to get there before throwing the punch. I was looking and watching all that, and I don't like what I'm seeing. In fact, I just played something in the beginning of that episode of 40 Days that just aired, I think it was either yesterday or Saturday. Derek James opens it up, open up the training camp with the first words by saying, keep your chin tucked down. Tuck your chin down. He's telling Ryan Garcia that a week and a half before the fight. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear the trainer telling no fighter that. That's automatic, right? But it's not automatic. You see what I mean? It's not automatic. This stuff has to be practiced. And there's a process in this practicing when you're learning and growing in the sport of boxing, whether you're amateur or professional. So that's all I'm saying. I want to see Ryan Garcia make improvements now that he's with Derek James. And I'm not even saying make drastic improvements. Like, people keep on thinking that when a fighter gets with a new trainer and a new trainer that the fighter is with had success with another fighter, they think they're going to get the same success or even better than the fighter that the trainer, had originally. That's not how it works. So, and I'm not saying that there was no improvements by Ryan Garcia. All I'm saying is this trainer has to tell you to tuck your chin in. You should know that, especially when your last fight, when you fought Tank Davis, Ryan, you ain't tuck your chin in. And your footwork was terrible in that fight. And I hope his footwork's not going to be terrible in this fight. So we have to deal with this. We got to deal with these realities. Now, when I look at Devin Haney training, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. But you know how that is, don't you? Salute to my guy, Band Up. Thank you for the super chat. Band Up says, just to refresh the chat, Marty. Thank you so much, Band Up. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you for your support. And so, yeah, man, we got to deal with it when it come our way. And it has come our way. Okay? Devin Haney, let me see if I can pull some pictures up. The man is in tip-top shape already. The SNAC program works. And we're going to see the benefits of it come April 20th. I've never heard Devin Haney predict a knockout until this fight. I haven't heard. Maybe he has before and I just didn't hear him, but I don't recall Devin Haney predicting that he's going to knock anyone out, particularly in the first or second round. Did y'all hear that from Devin Haney? Yeah, I heard it. See if we can show you guys this picture here. My goodness. Oh, my fault. I hit a button. Hold on. Did I hit a button? I did. Here we go. See if I can do it this way. Dang, that looks even crazier. Who that right there? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Boy look like Lex Luger. How many of y'all know wrestling from back in the day? Lex Luger. Remember Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan? Dang. Look at his obliques. Dang. Dang, that boy look like Lex Luger. Let me see if I can find a picture of Lex Luger. I might probably have to Google it and then screenshot. Ooh, that boy look like Lex Luger. Dang. Ooh, wee. Let me see if I can look like Lex Luger. Let me see how he look like Lex Luger. Man, that boy look like Lex Luger, cuz. Ooh, I found me a good one. Let me see. This one right here? Yeah, there you go. That look blurry. Hold on, I'm gonna show it to y'all. Y'all stay right there. Let me see this one. Let me see this one. That's a little blurry. That look a little blurry. What's going on with this? It's supposed to be Google, man. Let me see what this look like. Yeah, this might do a little something. What that? Look at that right there. Ooh, look at that Luger. Look at that Luger right there. Ooh, y'all better not tell me that don't look like Devin Haney body right now. Don't get mad at me. He ran over there. His dad went over there with him. His dad sent him over there. Don't get mad at me. Sean Porter introduced. Don't get mad at me. Sean Porter and them recommended that they go to SNAC. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna tell you what it looked like to me. Oh, let me try to see if I can pull up both of their pictures again. See something. Let me see if we got it in here. Let me see if we got it. Bam. Now look now. Woo, look at that. Look like Lex Luger. Dang, that boy look like Lex Luger, cuz. Hey, Lucky McKinnels, you know the answer to that question, don't you? Yeah, look at that. My goodness. Now let's look at Lex Luger. Little picture I just screenshotted of Lex Luger, cuz. Dang, that boy look like Lex Luger. I'm not even gonna say the X. Lex Luger. Dang, that boy look like Lex Luger, cuz. Dang, that boy look like Lex Luger. Yo, y'all think, let's see if we can engage the chat. Real quick. In your opinion, do you think that Devin Haney's body, that's a recent photo of Devin Haney too, Devin Haney's body and Lex Luger's body look the same? It's just a yes or no. What do y'all think? Can someone type yes in the chat or no? If you don't think it looks similar, that's fine. I'm asking you. What do you all think? Thank you, all things. Anyone else? I'm going to show you a picture of Lex Luger again. There's Lex Luger right there. That's Lex. Somebody said no, Lex is white. Come on, bruh. We already know that. I'm not talking about the color of his skin or his race. Then what I'm talking about right here. Ooh, look at that right there, y'all. Bam, huh? My goodness. It's just yes or no. I don't mean, listen, I'm just asking the question. That's all. This is Devin Haney. Do y'all think that he looks like Lex Luger? His body work and everything. His physique. There it is. You know, I dropped out of college. So, you know, I'm slow. So physique. There it is. That's a big word. His physique. But look, I'm going to show you again. Look at that right there. Bam. That's him now. Somebody want me to show the picture when he beat Regis. All right, stay right there. I got that screenshotted as well. Stay right there. I'm going to show you what he looked like the night that he beat Regis. Before I show you that, though, can I show you who else looked like Luger and Devin Haney? He was SNAC too. Look. Y'all know who that is? That Caleb Plant. You see Caleb? Bam! Look at Caleb Plant. Woo! He looking like Lex Luger. Woo-wee! Hold on, it don't stop right there. Brian Mendoza. Y'all remember when he knocked out Fundora? You know he was on that SNAC. Look at Mendoza. Look at Mendoza. Look at Mendoza. Ooh, look at Mendoza. Dang! Them boys over there at SNAC looking like Lex Luger in the 80s and the 90s. Woo! All right, I'm gonna see if I still got that picture. I got this picture of Devin Haney. Well, that's before he went to SNAC, though. Y'all might not be interested in that picture yet. Let me see if I got that picture when Devin Haney fought oh, let me see something. There you go. I found it. Dang, that boy looking like Lex Luger, cuz. Boy looking like Lex Luger. I found it. Where that picture at? Not that one. I want the other one. I think the other one. Let me see. I've watched Devin Haney's body transform in the last 5 years. I've been watching. Yeah, I've been watching. Oh yes, I've been watching. Oh yes, I have. My goodness. Trying to find that picture that somebody in the chat told me to pull up when he fought Regis. When he fought Regis Progress after that fight. Hold on, let me see something. Dang, where that picture at? I had it in here because I showed y'all before, remember? Some of y'all remember that. Oh, this is a good picture right here. That boy deadlifting. Look at that boy. That boy got like 400. I think that's like 4. Look at that, 400. Man, look at that 400, baby. Man, him and Terrence Crawford know how to. They deadlift 400, 500 pounds. Look at that. Bam. Woo. Man.
I found this on the web.
Be quiet. Who this Google Siri? I didn't ask you to say nothing. Hold on. You messing my show up. Dang. Oh, y'all want to see a picture? I'm going to show y'all this picture real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to find it when he fought, after he fought Regis. This and when he was before SNAC. That's pre-SNAC. That when he was in a Mayweather boxing gym before SNAC. You see? Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the SNAC program works. You better believe it, band up. Mm-hmm. Damn, look at Lex Luger again. Let me see. This Lex. Look at Lex Luger. Look at this old picture of Lex. Look at Lex Luger, y'all. Woo! Look at that. Now, I got a lot of yeses in the chat. When I asked you all, did Lex Luger and Devin Haney have the same physique? Do they look alike with the physique? Y'all told me yes. So I have to agree with you. My goodness. Man, the SNAC program just works. My goodness. This is another picture right here. Ooh, look at that again. Man, oh man, goodness gracious. Look like Lex Luger, man. This is the other one I just showed y'all. This is that Lex Luger look. Bam! Woo-wee! My goodness. That SNAC program just works. My gosh. And we're going to see on April 20th. We're going to see how good it works. Don't get mad at me. Because, see, when I was talking about this with Terrence Crawford, a lot of you guys was on here criticizing me. Man, he's not with the SNAC program. I told y'all, yes, he is. No, he's not even taking the supplements. Yes, he is. He ain't doing nothing else. Yes, he is. He used certain things that other fighters don't use. That's what he said. That's what he said. Told y'all. No, he's just getting money through an endorsement deal. Then Victor Conte came right over here on this platform and told y'all somebody called him asking for 50 grand, 50 bands, $50,000 for an endorsement deal. And he said no. And then Terrence Crawford called him back and said, hey, this is Terrence Crawford. I'm calling you directly. Guess what? Guess what? I don't need no endorsement deal, no money from you or no sponsorship like my fans is going on Manager Marty channel saying. All right, I actually injected all of that. Sorry. He said, I want to get down with SNAC. I want to be down with you. I know your history. I know what you all about. I'm cool with it. When do I start? And he gave his blood up. Victor Conte said they had a brief conversation. Brief. Then after that, he gave his blood up. Like Devin Haney gave his blood up. Like Demetrius Andre gave his blood up. Some other fighters gave their blood up. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, J. Sar, they gave the blood up, homie. Gotta give your blood up, cuz. All right, hold on. My brother sent me something. My brother Lucky. Ooh, don't start nothing, Lucky. I was gonna pull him up next. Hulk Hogan. I didn't want to stretch it out too far. You know, people say, oh, Manager Marty, you're always reaching. So I said, all right, I'm just going to stick to Lex Luger. You know what I'm saying? I'll stick to Lex. I got it, Lucky McKinnels. I see it. Yeah. You know it. My goodness. All I'm saying is Devin Haney looked like Lex Luger in the physique. That's it. Hey, everybody in the chat said yes. Don't get mad at me. The SNAC program works. That thing worked. And Devin Haney told y'all it was performance enhancement. He said it himself. So don't get mad at me. The SNAC program works. And I'm not talking about the supplements. That's the product. I don't know if his product worked. You never heard me say anything about the SNAC products. I don't know if the product worked because I didn't never take the product. I would have to refer and ask other guys that been on this platform about the product. I'll ask them. And matter of fact, I did ask them and they told me that the products works for them. They're non-boxers, non-athletes, guys. Let me just put that out there. Band Up is here. He said Victor Conte sent him free product. So you got to ask Band Up in the chat, do it work? Now, I know that pre-workout stuff I was taking a couple of sips of a couple months back, that worked. So I can't speak on whether the product, I'm talking about the program. I'm talking about giving that blood up. And the other things that he give you. And the fact that the testing protocol from the last 30 years still ain't changed yet. I'm talking about random, which I proved that it wasn't no such thing as random. I told y'all that. Y'all didn't listen to me, so Victor Conte even came over and confirmed that. Don't get mad at me. The SNAC program works, and Devin Haney's on it. And come April 20th, you're going to see the benefits of it. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to give a prediction yet. I'm going to give a prediction in a few more days because I want to open up the panel. I want all of you as the guests to come on the panel. I want y'all to come up here and give me your prediction and breakdown. Y'all know how we do on Fight Week, but I'm just setting the foundation now so we all can be on the same page, Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg here? Oh, he is here. Salute to him. Yeah, my goodness. That SNAC program works. 2 Cents Boxing said, I heard Bill say Devin is 5 times more powerful. Hey. I also heard Bill Haney say on Sean Porter's podcast a couple months ago, and I did a video on it live in living color right here on this platform, where he said when his son fought Lomachenko in that 12-round fight, he could have fought 3 more rounds because he wasn't breathing hard and he wasn't tired. SNAC program works. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. Devin Haney don't have a history of promoting knockouts in his fights. But in this one, He said he gonna knock Ryan Garcia out. And just because you're on the SNAC program as a fighter don't mean you can't lose a fight. And it doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to have this crazy, outrageous power. But what it does mean, I'm going to take my glasses off to say this in front of all of you because I love entertaining you. What it does mean is that your performance will be enhanced. Now, whether legally or illegally, I'll let you all be the judges and the experts. I don't know anything about, I'm not an expert. We know it works and we know it enhances performance. And we know that's a true statement that I made. That's not an opine. That's a fact. It's not an opinion. And guess what? April 20th, you're going to see the results of the SNAC program against Ryan Garcia. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not giving a prediction yet. I'm not giving a breakdown of strengths and weaknesses of both fighters because both fighters have strengths and weaknesses. We're going to do that either tomorrow or Wednesday. Oh, wait, today is Tuesday. No, today's Monday. I was right. So tomorrow, which is Tuesday or Wednesday. SNAC program work. If somebody has a question, somebody in the chat said they got a question, super chat me. Ask your question. Support the channel and I will answer the question. Can we get the likes up? Can we get some more support? The likes. Listen, I don't ask y'all for much. But see what it is when the likes go up and the likes are congruent with the viewership. Let me tell you what happens. YouTube, when they feel like it, they're going to disseminate the information through my content. Why? Because they push their videos out. Push it out, push it out, push it out, right? And then other people can be entertained and educated like you all right? Mike, what's up, Mike Dangerfield? Glad you're here. I want to show you something, Mike. Glad you're here. I want to show you a picture, Mike. And whoever else that's just joining us live in living color, if you're watching a replay of this live, I welcome you. We're talking about the foundational perspectives of Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, okay? Now, this is Devin Haney right here. Just want to show y'all this. Mike Dangerfield, if you still there. Steve, what's up, Steve? That Devin Haney right now. Yeah, that him. You pull it back here, bam. And then I'm going to give you the close-up, bam. I pull it right back down here, boom. That's Devin Haney now. That's on the SNAC program. Oh, my gosh, his body looks good. Yes, oh, yes, 2 Cents Boxing. Oh, yes. This was last week. This picture I just did last week. I screenshot it as soon as I seen it, James. Yeah, you see that? Look, I'm gonna show you again. Yeah, that last week. Woo-wee. That last week. Now I'm going to show you another picture. Stay right there, Mike Dangerfield. Steve, stay right there, Steve. Because I want to ask y'all a question in the chat. All of my new viewers that just came in, stay right there. Don't move. I got a picture I want to show you. I showed you that was Devin Haney of last week. Look at this. Don't they have the same physique? This is Lex Luger, the wrestler. You know, everybody know who Lex Luger is, right? I didn't want to put up Hulk Hogan because, you know, that'll be a reach. You know, people will say, oh, man, you're reaching. So I said, okay, I see what people go say. Lex Luger, though. We're going Lex Luger. Look at this, Mike and Steve. Bam, that Lex Luger. Ooh, look at Lex. Now, in your opinion in the chat, think they have the same physique? Lex Luger, Devin Haney? Just a yes or no. It's just yes or no. Mike Dangerfield, do you think, now I'm going to show you again. You think Lex Luger and Devin Haney got the same physique? This is Lex Luger right here. This is him right here. That's Lex Luger. That's the old Lex. That's old. That's when he's old. I'm gonna show you Devin Haney again as of last week. Yeah, don't get mad at me. Look at it. Woo-wee! The SNAC program works. I love it. Double salute to my guy, Lucky McKinnels. Thank you, Lucky, for your contribution and your support to the channel. Lucky says, Marty, what's the number of pay-per-view buys for PBC's first pay-per-view with Amazon? Lucky, I don't know. But we know that Rick Glaser lying, talking about it flopped and it did 20,000 or whatever he said. You can't listen to guys like Rick Glaser. He's nothing but a hater. Okay? Not you, Lucky. I'm saying anybody. Don't listen to him. He hates PBC, he hates Al Heyman, and he hates me. Okay? I'm talking about Rick Glaser. Okay? Can't believe nothing he says. He has no credible sources at all. And even if he does, why is he still focusing on Al Heyman and PBC and their fighters? A guy that he has a 25-year-old bitter beef with. So I don't know the pay-per-view numbers. I don't know. I'm not sure. At 2 cents. See, that's what I was talking about in my video I published yesterday. Ryan Garcia, to me, is not focused either. He's talking about everything else except for being focused in this fight. Now, I'm not saying I'm underestimating him. I'm looking at his behavior patterns. Since this fight has been announced between him and Devin Haney, officially, Ryan Garcia has used a lot of antics and it has been throwing people off. You know what I mean? Double salute. Will Shelton, thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Will says, Bud's pick and Haney's pick. Talking about the pictures. Yes. And it doesn't stop there with those two SNAC fighters because Bud and Haney is on SNAC. I can show you 2 more other fighters who was also on SNAC that looked like Lex Luger as well. And I'm going to show you one picture now. And that is from Caleb Plant himself. You know, wait a minute. I passed it. Hold on. Caleb Plant himself. Here you go. Look at Caleb Plant. And I got way more pictures than this of Caleb Plant, but it just is just a start, you know? Look at that. The SNAC program works. Show you a picture of Brian Mendoza. I'm talking about Brian Mendoza, the one that knocked out Sebastian Fundora. Remember him? Yeah, let's see what he looked like when he was on SNAC for that fight. Look at that. Ooh. Man, SNAC works. What's going on, Ali? Yeah, they call me Marty X. Short for Malcolm X, but Marty X. Yeah. And Marty, and manager Marty Luther King. I'm going to bring both of them characters back out. Probably sometime this week. But yeah, that's what that SNAC do for you. It make you look like that. It make you look like him, the guy that's holding the belt in the middle. Lex Luger. Y'all see him? Ooh, that make you look like Lex, baby. You go over to SNAC, you look like Lex Luger. When you stay off of SNAC, or before you go over to SNAC, your body look like Devin Haney body before he went to SNAC. Something like this. You see that? Woo, look at that. Yeah, the body looked like that before SNAC. And then, that was when he was in Mayweather gym. And then when you go over there, a couple of times, get with the program. Devin Haney's been on the program for years. Your body look like this. Bam. Your body look like that. Woo, that program over there ain't no joke, baby. And April 20th, you're going to see. You're going to see it ain't no joke. Huh? Bam, your body look like Lex Luger. Your body going to look just like Lex Luger, man. That's all I'm saying. The SNAC program works. I mean, and then on top of that, Ryan Garcia, he still got to have Derrick James tell him to keep his chin down in training as of the day before yesterday and last week. So that means you didn't make no adjustments in the chin department, protecting your chin. I got an issue with that, Ryan Garcia. This is the same issue you had last January before you went to Derrick James. Now, this is your second fight with Derrick James, and I haven't seen the improvement. If your coach and trainer is still telling you to keep your chin down a week and a half before the fight while you sparring. Double salute to my guy, Ironheart, member of the channel, supervisor of the Road to Tape film crew. That's all I'm saying. Then I'm looking at the training. Every video I have seen thus far with Ryan Garcia, I know he did. I know 2 cents. He only said a little bit, but that, hey, if the trainer got to even, here's the thing, 2 cents. If the trainer has to tell a fighter, I'm not talking about a fighter who just started in boxing 2 years ago. If a trainer has to tell a fighter who's a week and a half out from a fight and sparring against a guy who's shorter than him, keep your chin down. I said the guy who was shorter than Ryan Garcia, keep your chin down. I got issue with that. Protect your chin. I got issue with that. You can't go in there with a guy who's a good counterpuncher like Devin Haney with your chin up. Devin Haney's, one of his strengths and skill sets that most people don't talk about is he catch and shoot very well. Back to my point, the videos that I've seen thus far, when I see Ryan Garcia training, hitting the heavy bag, using his footwork to get to the heavy bag, to hit the heavy bag, the focus mitts, I don't like what I'm seeing, quite frankly. It just looks like, to me, he's still hitting them heavy. To me, he's hitting the mitts and the heavy bag like he's not top level. And guess what? I'm on record saying that Ryan Garcia is a real fighter. He's a professional boxer competing at the highest level in the sport. And that's for Tim Bradley and whoever else that keeps saying Ryan Garcia is not a real fighter. He's an Instagram darling or social media sweetheart. No, he's not. He's been in boxing longer than he was on social media. He's a real fighter. Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they were social media darlings that got into boxing after they became social media sensations, not Ryan Garcia. So people got to put respect on Ryan Garcia's name. Now, he does still have some amateurish tendencies. I don't even know if amateurish is a word, but he does have those tendencies. To me, I know that he doesn't have the same skill level or above skill level than Devin Haney. We know that. But that does not mean that he doesn't have a chance to win this fight either. I will give my prediction and breakdown of this fight earlier on this week. But for right now, I wanted to talk about what I didn't see in these videos when Ryan Garcia is training. I don't see what I need to see to convince me that he's going to be fully equipped and prepared. And it's not a knock on Derrick James. See, a lot of guys go to these trainers that help build world champions and somebody else, thinking that the trainer is going to transform them into the fighter that they had and built them as a champion. And it doesn't work like that. So that's not a knock on Derrick James. Double salute to my guy, Mr. Gregory Quarterbaum. Thank you for your support and contribution to the channel. Mr. Gregory Quarterbaum says, Ryan is not focused on being a world-class champion. If Ryan is still at this stage in his career being told to keep your chin down, it's happening because of his mentality. That's where his flaw is. And that's from Mr. Greg. So that's all I'm saying. At this stage of your career, a week and a half before the fight, I hear your trainer telling you to keep your chin low. I have an issue with that. Sparring is about dress rehearsing. You're going to practice how you're going to perform in that ring come fight night. Now, that's a good question, Creole. I'm not saying that either one of these guys are going to get knocked out. Devin Haney said he's going to knock Ryan Garcia out. And I believe him. And you know why, don't you? Yes, I believe him. Oh, Jermaine, I believe Devin Haney. Creole, I believe him. Dapper Douglas, I believe him. All things, I believe him. 2 Cents Boxing, Mr. Greg and Band Up. I believe Devin Haney when he says that he's going for the knockout. Ironheart, I believe him. The SNAC program works. It just does. And come April 20th, y'all gonna see a masterpiece performed by Devin Haney. And because Ryan Garcia obviously doesn't have the same or better skill set than Devin Haney, we know that. But there are some things that Ryan Garcia can do. Oh, yes, he can do in that ring to make Devin Haney uncomfortable and to get the victory. Cannot count him out now. And I will not count him out. In boxing, most times it only takes one punch. And it's the punch that you don't see that hurts you. And so, not saying that all Ryan Garcia have to do is just land one punch. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is there are things that he can do, and that left hook is a good punch. He's got to set that up with the jab, though. I'm not going to give the whole breakdown, out to you all today. But the SNAC program works. We have to start the foundation of that fight there. The SNAC program works. And come April 20th, we're going to see the residue, the benefits of the SNAC program. I mean, we just going to see it. Don't get mad at me. Devin Haney chose to go over to Victor Conte. This come with it. Stand what you do. And if you got a problem, I'm talking about whoever watching me got a problem with me talking about the SNAC program, Devin Haney, stand what you do. Don't get mad at me. That's it. Yeah, I'm talking about your favorite fighter and whoever favorite fighters go over there. Stand what you do. This come with that. When people criticize and people are suspicious, all of that come with it. Hey, I had Victor Conte on here 2 times, 5 hours of dialogue within a matter of 7 days. The SNAC program works. And I wanted to lay the foundation with that first. Don't get mad at me. Devin Haney got his security officers. His security team wears SNAC shirts. Whew. What? And the hats that say SNAC on there. Huh? Get mad at me? It worked. Hey. So listen, we got to deal with it. That's the foundation I'm laying. I'm laying that foundation from the very beginning. You see, because I tried to wait. And actually I did wait to Terrence Crawford's 3rd fight. I waited. I used the same formula that Victor Conte used. Remember he was talking about Pacquiao? He said he was watching his last 3 fights to see, okay, I did that and I got criticized for it. Okay. Why you ain't say nothing about SNAC before the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight? That's what people say. All right, well, I'm saying something about the SNAC program before Devin fought Regis. I was hinting at it when he fought Lomachenko, but he fought Regis. And now I'm saying it before he fights Ryan. So when you see it in the ring, Don't get mad at me. And when I say when you see it, let me be clear on what I'm talking about. When you see his performance being enhanced, don't get mad at me. The SNAC program works. And I've been telling you all that. Now, I was looking for a picture, and I'm going to find it. Definitely about to find it. I knew I was going to find it. And I use it as a, what do you call that before? Thumbnail. Yeah, thumbnail. I mean, listen, the guy has a security team wearing SNAC paraphernalia. That Ryan Garcia, that's Devin Haney, that's Devin Haney's security guard. Or bodyguard, rather. Wearing a hat that says SNAC on there. They wear, the bodyguards be wearing shirts that say SNAC on there. It works. Don't get mad at me. And come April the 20th, you're going to see that it's working. And we're going to come right back here live and living color on Wednesday. And I'm going to have a panel. All of you, anybody is all of you are more than welcome to come on a panel, give your breakdown, analysis, and prediction. And then Thursday, Wednesday, then Friday, we're going to come back. Yeah, we're going to dive into it. But I wanted to lay the foundation of what's going on with Ryan Garcia, all the antics. He's not focused, in my opinion, as he should be. His training looks mediocre. When I see the small videos, even on these episodes of 40 days, when he's hitting the heavy bag, the focus mitts, I need to see a little bit more improvement. I don't like what I'm seeing in this training. As far as Devin Haney's concerned, I told Devin Haney this earlier. I told him this in his last 2 fights, and I'm going to tell him again in this one. Devin Haney needs to stop diminishing his opponents. Even though he said Ryan Garcia is a C-level fighter, that doesn't make Devin Haney look good. That makes Devin Haney look like he's cherry-picking C-level opponents. And then when he beats them, him, his dad, and his friends and everybody else get mad and say that people were hating on him. No. The one way to diminish a fighter is to talk about how bad and unskillful he is. If you diminish a fighter, even though you know in your heart you're better than him, you're hurting the promotion. Why? Because when you beat a C-level opponent in Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, you're not going to get the credit for it because you said he's a C-level fighter. He ain't got nothing but a left hook. Okay. So then when you beat him, don't get mad if nobody congratulate you. What you still should do, build him up. Make the casual fan want to buy this fight. Even though you know in your heart as a fighter, Devin, this guy ain't on your level. And all of us that are involved intricately in boxing, whether it be a fan or me that represent the business, or if you've been around boxing for years, you know that Ryan Garcia, talent-wise, is not on the same level as Devin Haney. We know that. But you can't tell a paying audience that. You can't tell the paying audience. Hardcore fans going to buy into it because we just want to see good fights. But the casual fan, the fan who do not patronize boxing consistently, we have to galvanize them to buy. And if they discover that they know what's going to happen at the end of the movie, they're not going to be appealed to purchase it. And that's what I'm talking about. We have to promote in a different way to play on the psyche of the minds of the fans, to make them want to buy it, to see entertainment. But if you rob the fans of wanting to see entertainment because you're saying this fight's going to be over in a couple of rounds anyway because he's a C-level fighter. Then when the numbers come up low with the pay-per-view buys and everything, everybody get mad. No. You got to switch up and make an adjustment on the way you promote fighters. Because if you think about it, if you really, really think about it, Devin Haney's last 3 fights, talking about the last 3, Lomachenko, Regis, and now Ryan, are against guys that are not on his level talent-wise. Lomachenko did a great job, and most people believe that he won. The point I'm making is Devin Haney said he's over the hill. He's too old. You see my point? That is all I am saying. I can tell Devin Haney what he should be saying, but I'm not on payroll. Oh, I'm still an advisor in the business. Call me. Reach out. I'll show you how to do it and what to say. Of course, I can't give you no free game. I'm saying that, no, let's be clear here. I don't want nobody to think that I'm throwing shots at Devin Haney. Stop. Gregory Quarterbaum in the chat asked me what Devin should be saying. All I'm saying is the SNAC program works. Devin Haney got to work on better promotion. Ryan Garcia, he needs to work on his training from what I can see. I don't like what I see. Looks mediocre to me. Want him to improve on that. Also with Ryan Garcia, he's got to get focused because he just doesn't seem focused to me with the antics. And overall, we need to see a competitive fight come April the 20th. But what we do know, and I may not have to repeat this later on, but knowing me, I probably do. The SNAC program, it works. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it.